Toe meets leather, and we're underway. On the first play of the football game, TK Marshall, starting tailback, with real estate ahead of him. Marshall caught from behind. Go. On 1st and 10, they gash the front and pick up about from the left hash. And he knocks it through.
The best player on defense for North Dakota State.
Nice run here by Miller. Miller out of the shotgun. They send a man in motion. Tipped away. Miller's going to hand it off and nowhere to go. So they do pick up a clear for Coach Deion Sanders. We'll watch this one go over his head and out. Sanders gets it out to Horn on the edge. And a nice one out of the backfield. It's complete. And a nice gain to on 3rd down and 4, trying to stay on the field. A gaping hole up the middle and offer. Sanders gets it out quick, complete. Webster stays on his 10th overall. And the Buffaloes taking a 7-3. And the Buys on the move, showing him his shoe bottoms. Buffaloes crib it. Field goal range and scored a field goal on their opening drive. And they're going to run the. Miller gets it out underneath, complete to Henderson. Henderson with a good burst. Background, 1st down and 10. Between the tackles, a gain of about 5. They expect big things, and here he is on the jet sweep. 2nd and 2. Quick slant, complete for the 1st down. Out near Miller, but he got it out in time, and with prolific results down to the 33. Henderson has a little bit of room, cuts back. Sanders pushing him. Miller keeps it himself and is going to be sacked. Sideline communication. He gets the carry. And he's going to get back to the original. Miller. Touchdown Bison. We had a feeling coming in here, Roddy, that they would be unflappable, that they would not be, which is one of their goals. Jimmy Horn back in the pass. 1st and 10, Buffaloes. They keep it on. Horn on the catch at the other end. The connection and a touchdown. The extra Bison will run this one back. Raja Nelson brought down. A little counter. Penu brought down. Miller showing his running ability. There's a flag down. Miller brought down. Throwing off a different platform and now scrambling. A lot of formation, but escapes and finds a man for the 1st down. He's going to be brought down right around the. Miller on the move a little bit. 3, they run the jet sweep. Payton completes it to Roger. So far, Miller keeps it. Got a good block, touchdown.
Joe Stuffle, the tight end, coming from the backside as well. The ranked team in the Big 12 is on that schedule.
2nd and 4. Has not had an incompletion. He's 5 for 5 so far, but he spent a lot of time. 1 running back, no tight ends. They run it to the right side. They keep it on the ground. Oh, it's going to be close. Not sure that. Burmeyer leading the way for number 25, Brown. And it's Brown again. Keep it on the ground again. Gain of. You don't have to be a superhero. Just make the basic play. Keeps it down in 10. Miller to the short side of the field. Under duress. And incomplete. It's up a 1st and goal. Miller with a play fake. Into the end zone and incomplete. Miller on the keep. Miller on the quarterback draw. Made a move on Shiloh. Grossman in his 1st attempt from 36. This one coming from about. Little misdirection, going nowhere fast. Miller goes through his progression. Lance leaping for the catch. But it's going to be Crew did before the game in the run-up. 4:33 to go in the opening half, and it'll be for Sanders. Horn on the other end of that catch. Out across midfield. He says prepares like a pro. Down the sideline for. And he's going to be sacked back in midfield at the 50-yard line. First punt of the game for the Buffaloes. Braylon Henderson come to. They keep it on the ground. And the Buffaloes defense, 2nd and 5 for the Bison. They lacerate that defensive front. And 2nd and 10, quick slant complete to number Bison Karam all the way inside the 5. Down to the couple of timeouts remaining. They set up the screen out of the end zone, trying to get to the edge, keeping his eyes downfield. Sanders finally pulls complete at the 24-yard line. Blitz coming off the edge. Sanders delivers complete. And this time Shepard stays in bound. Fires, got his man. And a good move down to the 39-yard line. 40. Sanders gets it off down the middle. Bunch of big kicks for them. This one is low line. Shedeur steps up. And walk in the park, and it'll be 1st and 10. Horn watches it go out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 line, and thus his actions as a result. That's what he told us. Shedeur comes back the other way to Hunter. Makes the catch. What a grab. They're going to keep it on the ground. And down to the 5-yard line is Miller. 4 wideouts in the formation. Sanders into the end zone for Hunter. Across the formation, the pass complete to Nelson. Incomplete and picked off. It takes a crazy cram. 2-yard gain on the play for TK Marshall. Boy, just when it seemed like they were on 3rd down. And they get a sack. 5. Wester watches it bounce. Sanders wide open. Room service downfield. And Sanders pulls it out into the end zone. Touchdown Hunter. Escapes. Hunter at the bottom of your screen. A gaping, yawning hole in the middle. Buffaloes retake the lead. Physiotherapy and bring it all back for practice. Carry by Penu, stopped by Hill. 3rd and short. And it's a quarterback keep. Miller will pick up the first. In motion. Miller over the middle. Finds him across the formation.
Let's go.
It's Dreamville for you. One to the outside. It steps up. And he has been really productive with Miller on the keep. Great handy. Short pass complete. Last time they did a directional punt, and this one will go into the end zone. They get the play off in time or not. Underneath, and a nice catch by Wester. It's been one of his favorite targets here tonight. Almost a sack on Miller. 3rd and 1. They're going to pick up the 1st down.
The only blemish.
Hands it off this time to his 2nd down and 10. Sanders over the middle, complete. They've established a culture here. Shedeur, what a pass. Well, when you count Tom Brady as one of your tutors, you're in a pretty good position. The edge, he gets it out quickly, complete, and a missed tackle on Hayden. Sanders delivers downfield. Sanders completes it. Nice catch, Miller. Completes this. Oh, wow. Spoke a little bit early as Horn. Sanders caught. Sanders. Couple of fakes and into the end zone. 15th play. They're going to keep it on the ground and run it. Not much happening. Sanders puts his foot in the ground, but is going to be stopped up short of the end zone. It'll be 1. They just get it off into the end zone.
Sports College Football 25.
Mata with the extra point, among others, has kept them in this game. They keep it on the ground again. Brown with another. On 3rd and 2, they're going to run it and come up short. So 6:47 to go. Out of the backfield, Miller completes the pass to Brown. Brown moves against the clock. Miller's going to keep it on the predetermined, and a good tackle in the open field by Preston Hodge, who came in like a missile. And he stays on his feet. They have to get this first down to stay alive. And Peyton gets that and then some. Peyton is going to be sacked. Still on his feet. Miller back in the ball game. Surveys, pulls, completes it down to the 19. On the move, plenty of real estate. Touchdown! Miller rolls out, incomplete. So the margin remains. Moves it into the end zone. So Shedeur Sanders will take over 1st and 10. Out of the backfield, complete. Nice move out to the 25 for Sanders. Little receiver bubble screen. Great coverage on the wrong way. Sanders pulls, got a man, contact, and it's incomplete. No flag on the play. Up a little bit short. Jimmy Horn. Fair catch called. Back at the 8 to the quarterback. Miller got hit, but he delivered a strike complete to Brown. Miller has a man open at the 45, and he's brought to the line. Miller it off. It's short of the end zone.